Hi, today we're talking about to-do lists and how to get those to-do lists done. So one thing that we have to talk about before we get started with this cool program I'm going to show you called Asana is, to get your to-do list done and to become organized in a fashion that you can really manage your to-do list and accomplish some things with it, knock things off of it every day, you have to spend 10 minutes a day looking at your to-do list. I suggest it's the first thing you do every day. I know as soon as you sit down at your desk every day, you really want to sit down, look at your emails, and figure out what to do. But have you guys ever fallen into that email whirlpool where you start looking at your emails and you look up and you're taking care of this, you're taking care of that, you look up and it's lunchtime. Emails can really drain you and they can get you off task, and so many of us get into that bad habit of checking our emails first thing in the morning, and then we get lost and nothing gets accomplished because all we did was handle email things. Believe it or not, if you take 10 minutes a day, you manage your to-do list, you get some things lined up on it, you spend another 30-40 minutes getting some of those things done off your list, and then you get to your email, you'll get your emails done much faster, and you'll find that you'll have your to-dos done, and then you'll have your emails done all before lunch, which will be really good. So one thing that we're going to talk about is Asana. It's a free online project management tool. It's perfect for to-do lists. I've been using it for a couple months and I think it's really cool. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to click this sign in with Google, because I have a Google account. If you have a Google account, this is the easiest way. If you don't, you just click this other button down here, sign up for free, and it'll put you right in there. So once we sign in, we can see that over here we're going to have projects, and the first thing we want to do is let's create a new project. Per Michael's video yesterday, he suggested that we have 3 different to-do lists. One called Critical Now, which are things that need to be done today. One that's Opportunity Now, things that should be started today and accomplished if you have time. And then things that are Over the Horizon, which are things you should look at weekly to determine if it's time for them to be moved up the list yet. So we're going to go and we're going to create our Critical Now, and I'm going to put today there, and we hit OK, and we can see now that I have 3 projects over here. Critical Now, I've already created Opportunity Now, and Over the Horizon. So every day I just have to log into Asana, I look at my Critical Now to see what I need to do today, and I get those things done. If I've got everything done on there, I can just jump over to Opportunity Now, and I've already created a few test little things here, items that could be on your to-do list. And let's look. Create flyer for 123 South Main Street. In Asana, it's real easy to just grab this right here and say, okay, I want to make sure I want to do this today. So I put that on my Critical Now list. And let's see, complete CMA for price reduction on 234 Oak Street. I need to get that done, so I'm going to put that on my Critical Now list. So now we have opportunities for today. Opportunity Now, these are things we can get to today if we have time, but Critical Now, these are the things that are most critical to what we need to do today, which you can see I've just moved those right over there. I've also got Over the Horizon, and maybe we look at this and we say, okay, this week I do want to write that blog post about smoke detectors, but I don't need to do it today, so I'll move it to my Opportunity Now. So it just took me a few minutes to organize my day with all the 3 to-do lists that I have and prioritize things. If I want to add, let's say somebody called last night and they said we need to do a listing appointment today. We're going to do it today at 4 o'clock. So I can easily say, prepare for listing appointment at 4 o'clock today. And this is 345 Pine Street. So it was that easy just to create another to-do on my list. So a couple things I want to show you about the to-dos is you can add due dates. So this here is a due date, and you can say, okay, this is due particularly today. So it actually says it's due today. If we go back over to our Opportunity Now, and let's see, this says get package ready for home show 6/20/12. So on June 20th there's going to be a home show, and whenever I click on that I can add a to-do of June 20th, And what this will do is a week before the due date happens, it will actually send me an email to remind me that this needs to be done, so that I can remember, and I can also see June 20th here. I'll get a reminder and I'll remember that that needs to get moved to my critical now if it's not done by that time. Other things you can see that are pretty cool here is we can attach files to this particular task. So if you had PDFs or a doc file or something that goes along with this, you can easily add it to that. You can add comments to these things. So let's say that you talk to somebody about this, and we'll just say we talked to Maria, and she needs our booth size by Monday. So I can make a comment, and I hit comment, and it saved that comment right there in the task. So we go back, we click out of it, and we go back, and you can see that it's saved this in here. So as you're working on these tasks, if you need to make comments about where you've left off, or anything that you want to remember about this particular task, you can add multiple comments. It tells you when you added that comment and what time, which is really cool. Another cool feature is you can add assignees. So we want to assign this to a teammate, and let's say we want to assign this task to Bob. So Bob has access to this in his Asana too. So Bob has Asana also. We click invite Bob, we put in Bob's email address, and we hit go, and this is only this task. He doesn't get all of them. We hit share this task, and that will now show up on Bob's Asana task list also. The cool thing with this, if you have multiple people in a task, if Bob completes this and gets it done and hits the mark complete button, it marks it complete on mine also. So if I get something done and it's on his list and I mark it complete, it marks it complete on his also, so he doesn't have to mess with it at all. Or if he's completed, I don't have to mess with it. I just see that it's been completed. That's part of the project management portion of this program, which is pretty cool. You saw how I marked that complete. I just checked the box and it shows that it's complete. It moves it to the top whenever you get it complete, so that you can still look at the top and see everything that needs to be done. This program is really powerful. It's really cool. It has lots of great features in it. Easy to use. I've been using it every day to keep a list of things that I need to do, things I want to accomplish in the future. I think it's a great program. So go to Asana, asana.com today, and it's free to use. So start managing your task lists and your to-do lists, and get organized with Asana.